In 16th century Japan, the country was engulfed in war and conflict. The regional lords, or daimyos, were constantly battling for power and territory. Amidst this chaos, warlords built formidable castles to protect their domains and expand their influence. Castles were not just defensive structures, they were symbols of power and strategic strongholds. They served as fortresses to prevent enemy invasions and to protect the people. The existence of these castles determined the fate of the samurai warlords. Figures like Toyotomi Hideyoshi, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and Oda Nobunaga all built castles, fought battles, and shaped history. Hideyoshi built Osaka Castle with ambitions of unifying Japan. Ieyasu established the shogunate centered around Edo Castle, bringing over 200 years of peace. Nobunaga advanced innovative political and economic reforms from Azuchi Castle. Their castles were more than mere buildings, they were symbols of their era and places where their ambitions and strategies were etched into history. And today, these castles are an important legacy of Japanese history and culture. The history of battles repeats itself, but the castles built in the midst of such battles will forever retain their grandeur. The beauty of Himeji Castle, known as Shirasaji Castle, the black exterior of Matsumoto Castle, known as Karasu Castle, the grandeur of Osaka Castle, the historical importance of Nijo Castle, the golden ornament of Nagoya Castle, each castle has its own charm and story. Himeji Castle is called Shirasaji Castle because its beautiful appearance resembles an egret spreading its wings and about to take flight. However, it is not only beautiful, but also has extensive military facilities and is one of Japan's most famous castle buildings. The castle as we see it today was built over a period of 9 years from 1601 by Ikeda Teramasa, a well-known master castle builder. The keep is the symbol of the castle and is a large 5 to 6-story keep with a basement floor and a series of smaller keeps on the east, main tower and west sides respectively. The joints between the outer walls and roof tiles are hardened with white plaster, making it fire, wind and snow resistant. The path to the keep is also winding like a maze, making it difficult to reach. There are holes in the earthen walls, known as narrows, through which invading enemy troops can be shot with guns and arrows. The walls are covered with clever defensive devices. Himeji Castle was built in preparation for war, but in the 400 years since its construction it has not been affected by war. As a result, the castle tower, as well as the main buildings such as turrets, gates and earthworks, have been preserved in almost perfect condition. In 1993, together with Horiji Temple in Nara Prefecture, it became the first Japanese temple to be inscribed on the World Heritage List. major renovation took place over a period of about 5 years from 2009, giving new life to the beautiful White Keep, as the name Shirasaji Castle implies. Matsumoto Castle is also known as Karasujo because of its beautiful black painted exterior. However, it was not only beautiful, but also served as a solid military facility. Matsumoto Castle is one of Japan's most famous flat castles, with a deep history dating back to the Sengoku period. The castle seen today was built between 1592 and 1594. It represents the best of the castle building techniques of the period and features a large 5-story, 6-story keep. The keep has an imposing appearance with eye-catching black plaster and board-covered outer walls. The keep is also surrounded by a series of smaller towers, watchtowers and corner turrets, forming a complex structure. Matsumoto Castle's defensive facilities are also superb, with moats, stone walls and earthworks cleverly arranged and designed to effectively block intruders. The paths to the castle keep are as complex as a labyrinth, designed to make it difficult for the enemy to reach the castle. Holes, called sama, are provided in the ramparts and serve as points from which to attack the enemy with guns and arrows. Matsumoto Castle has survived the wars of the Warring States period and has been preserved to the present day. In 1993 it was designated an important cultural property of Japan, recognizing its historical value. It was also inscribed on UNESCO's tentative list of World Heritage Sites in 2004, and is recognized for its well-preserved condition. In spring, the cherry blossoms bloom, creating a beautiful contrast with the keep. Matsumoto Castle continues to attract visitors not only for its historical value but also for its beautiful scenery. Osaka Castle, also known as the Silver Castle for its imposing appearance, is one of Japan's most famous castle buildings. However, it is not only beautiful, but also fulfills its military function and has been the scene of many historical battles. Osaka Castle, as seen today, was built between 1583 and 1598 by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. The keep is the symbol of the castle and features a large 5-story, 8-story keep. The Great Keep overwhelms visitors with its height and grandeur, and its presence is visible even from a distance. The outer walls are hardened with white plaster and are fire, wind and snow resistant. The path to the keep is also designed to confound intruders with its intricate twists and turns. Holes in the earthen walls, known as narrows, serve as strategic points for attacking enemy troops with guns and arrows. The walls and turrets are fitted with ingenious defensive devices, which testify to their solidity. Osaka Castle has undergone many battles and changes throughout its history, but it continues to retain its majesty through reconstruction and restoration. In 1931, the reinforced concrete keep was rebuilt and now functions as a museum, attracting many tourists. In spring, the cherry blossoms in the castle are in full bloom and the beautiful scenery can be enjoyed. Osaka Castle continues to attract visitors not only for its historical value but also for its beautiful scenery. Nijo Castle is one of Kyoto's most famous castle buildings due to its grandeur and historical importance. But it is not only beautiful, it has also played an important role as a political stage. Construction of Nijo Castle, as we see it today, began in 1603 by Tokugawa Ieyasu and was completed in 1626 by the third shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu. The Nainamura Palace is the symbol of the castle and consists of a series of luxurious buildings on a vast site. The outer walls and roof tiles are fortified with black plaster and are fire and wind resistant. The gardens of Nijo Castle are also extremely beautiful and offer seasonal views. Especially during the cherry blossom season, many visitors come to enjoy the beautiful scenery. The gardens are surrounded by ponds and bridges, and the aesthetics of a Japanese garden are concentrated in the gardens. Nijo Castle served as the political center of the Tokugawa Shogunate and was the scene of the Great Restoration of the Tokugawa Shogunate. In 1867, the 15th shogun, Yoshinobu Tokugawa, proclaimed the Great Restoration in the Nainamura Palace, bringing the curtain down on the Tokugawa Shogunate, which had lasted over 260 years. This historic event symbolized the dawn of Japan's modernization. The castle's palace was used as a place of accommodation and politics for the shogun during his stay in Kyoto, and many historical events took place here. The interior is decorated with gorgeous painted barriers and sculptures, and the splendor of the castle overwhelms visitors. Nijo Castle was inscribed on UNESCO's World Heritage List in 1994, and its historical value is recognized worldwide. Preservation activities continue to this day, and the castle continues to convey Japanese history and culture to visitors. Nagoya Castle is one of Nagoya's most famous castle buildings because of its grandeur and historical importance. But it is not only beautiful, it has also played an important role as a political and strategic center. Construction of Nagoya Castle as we see it today began in 1609 by Tokugawa Ieyasu and was completed in 1612. The castle keep is the symbol of the castle, a series of luxurious buildings set on a vast site. The outer walls and roof tiles are hardened with white plaster, making it highly fire and wind resistant. In addition, the gardens of Nagoya Castle are extremely beautiful, and visitors can enjoy the scenery of each of the 4 seasons. Especially during the cherry blossom season, many tourists come to enjoy the beautiful scenery. The garden is a concentrated aesthetic of Japanese gardens, with ponds and bridges. Nagoya Castle was built on the orders of Tokugawa Ieyasu, and served as a base for the Tokugawa Shogunate's rule of Western Japan. The castle also came under the control of the Tokugawa family after Oda Nobuo, the second son of Oda Nobunaga, became the first lord of the castle. Nagoya Castle's keep was destroyed by fire during an air raid in 1945, but was rebuilt in 1959 and can now be seen again in all its splendor. The castle's palace was used as a place of lodging for shoguns and feudal lords when they stayed in Nagoya, as well as a place of politics, and many historical events took place here. The interior is decorated with gorgeous paintings and sculptures, and the splendor of the interior is overwhelming to visitors. Nagoya Castle is recognized worldwide for its historical value, and preservation efforts continue to this day. Nagoya Castle continues to convey the history and culture of Japan to visitors, and its beautiful scenery continues to attract many tourists. How was it? Did you enjoy the charm and history of the castles of the Warring States period? Please share this video by pressing the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on the latest Japanese history and tourism information. Stay tuned for the next episode. Please like and subscribe to our channel.